Why are some companies reporting really great quarters but turning around and laying off staff? Like Tesla. Tesla doubled their earnings from the previous year and they also recorded record profits. Yet they're trying to trim some of their staff right now.
Yeah, companies, uh, generally speaking, the employment numbers, the layoffs, and those are lagging indicators. I mean, literally, sometimes the peak layoff is at the bottom of the market, the bottom of the economy, and the economy is already turning around, and companies are still laying people off. And so, this is obviously not that. What this is a scenario where companies are looking forward on a projection basis. They're seeing certain signs that things could slow down, either directly in their own business where they're seeing some orders or different things happening, or they're seeing signs economically. I mean, the leading economic indicator is down from its high. The overall, inverted yield curve between the 10 and the 2-year Treasury is inverted. The 3 month to 10 year almost went inverted. So these are signals that things might be slowing down. And so if I'm Tesla, for example, I'm trying to make my earnings. I mean, when I get to that quarterly report, those are super important. I don't want the stock to drop a bunch because I can't. One of the big costs can be labor,
Hmm.
and so I might be trying to reduce force. Usually, what happens first is they cut back on their hiring. They're hiring for some future growth expectations, and that was certainly happening, right? I
Yep.
mean, man, they were hiring 11 point something million jobs open. Everybody was seeing future growth, needed people, and that's starting to reverse now. And we are seeing some, reduction in job openings, and then secondly, now is even some layoffs that are happening. So I think these companies are looking forward, and they're seeing things slow down. Doesn't mean they're right. I mean, it's not any different than anybody else in the market. Nobody knows
Hmm.
for sure what's happening. Now, I would say in the case of Tesla, they probably know their own business really well, and I'd be a little bit wondering what's happening there. Are they seeing some slowdowns? They've had some supply chain issues because of what happened in China, different things. So, it's hard to tell what they're doing, but I will guarantee you they're trying to make their numbers. And so that's a big piece of what's going on here too. But it's a good question because you're right. I mean, they literally had record earnings, record
Yep.
sales, delivery of vehicles, doing fantastic, and then at the same time, we're laying people off. I do think some companies use these layoffs as an excuse to kind of trim out the people they don't really want.
Hmm.
When things are super tight in the labor market, you keep those people because
Hmm.
you desperately need everybody you can get. If things soften up a little bit, you reduce force by 5% or something, you're going to get rid of the people that aren't as productive as the others, right? I mean, it's just a way to kind of so layoffs are kind of interesting that way. Um,
So it's kind of like going on a slight diet. We overate during the pandemic just to try and keep up in a sense, and now we're just kind of, going 5 to 10%, little cut there.
that sounds about right. I sat around too much during the pandemic. It was kind of crazy. So yeah, that was a good analogy.